Welcome in, Gemini, to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements in the sign of Gemini. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind that not all the messages may resonate. So keep what does and leave what doesn't. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's happening with you and your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below. Or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com to find my pricing and availability. Okay. So for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. I just returned from vacation where I had a fall. This is my warrior princess American Indian look, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. I was walking a dog and I lost my footing, slammed on the ground, broke my nose. So where it really is bothering me the most, actually, my face doesn't hurt anymore at all. It's just in its healing process. Is I also twisted my wrist, so my hand doesn't operate quite as good as it should. So it does affect my ability to shuffle the cards. I have to do it very gingerly, very carefully. So I've already shuffled for this reading. This reading is for the month of July 2024. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Celtic cross. And while I read your cards on the Celtic cross, I'll take myself off camera so we can concentrate on the cards. At the end of that, I'll bring myself back on. And then I'm pulling main themes again from the Indigo Goddess as well as the Life and Career deck. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I did not get an opportunity to do a career reading. So I figure I will incorporate it in with this July reading. Okay. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and take myself off camera. I would really appreciate it if you are new to my channel, or even if you're just watching now, if you could give me a thumbs up, because those really help my channel grow. And as this is free for you, it doesn't cost you anything, it would really be helpful to me if you would do me that kindness. Okay, so I'm splitting the deck all this way because I want you to see that even though I shuffled, I did not stack the deck in any particular way. I'm just kind of throwing the cards here for you. Okay, and we're going to start now. So Gemini, your first card is the Lovers. Wow, so you guys show up big right in the very center of your reading. Four of Wands, beautiful card. Four of Swords, so we got two fours going on now. We have the Tower. Don't be surprised by the Tower. I feel as though there are going to be quite a few Tower moments during the month of July, and they're going to represent something different for everyone. Let me move this over here so I can start your ladder. Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the World. Final card is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's look right off the bat. You have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So more than half of your cards in this reading are major arcanas. For me, what that says is that whatever comes in is going to be big. The major arcanas are heavy lifters in tarot. They take us much longer for us to work through those energies. So as you have quite a few in the very center of your reading, I feel as though it may be carrying over for the whole month of July and into August. It could be a 3-month period where you're actually working through some of these energies here. And we will unpack that as we go. So right off the bat, the Lovers, this is your your energy, your card, this represents Gemini. So you are showing up quite strongly here in the very center. The lovers, of course, represents partnerships, duality. It represents love, relationships, family, commitment. This is two elements of the heart coming together. So this could represent the love of your life. It could represent a soulmate coming in for those of you who are single. It could represent a partnership for those of you who are looking to expand a business or are looking for a partnership in some area of your life. Now, the other thing about this card for me is this is also my card of creating and implementing very strong personal boundaries. Now, those personal boundaries do not mean that you're excluding people out of them, but you're building those strong boundaries to protect yourself, that you are creating those boundaries so others will, they will appreciate and will acknowledge the boundaries that you have set. They will not cross the line, right? A lot of us are learning how to do this at this time. Many of us already know how to create those boundaries, but some of us are still learning, specifically in our love relationships or in our partnerships, right? We have a tendency to throw caution to the wind and not listen to that inner voice. So that's kind of what this energy is representing for you right now. And as I said, some of you may be starting on a new path towards relationship. Those of you that are in long-term committed relationships, I do feel as though there is something that is going to come in that is going to allow you to recognize or re-energize your current relationship as well. Now, what's crossing over? So is this helping or hindering you? Is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is my card of looking for stability and balance in your creative space, in your passionate space, in your motivated space. This is typically a celebration of some kind. This is a milestone celebration. It can represent a wedding. So you may be attending a wedding, you may be in a wedding, or you may be getting married. This is also my gateway. I feel as though the 1111 gateway is an opportunity for us to get more assistance and help from the angels in our life. Now, if you believe in angels and you believe that they are here to help you and guide you, I do believe that that energy is available to us. All you have to do is ask for it, and that energy will come in for you. Now, the other thing about this card is this can also represent a level of stagnation for some, and it can also represent, believe it or not, a level of depression. So if that resonates with you, just know that it is temporary. Fours are a minor arcana card. I prefer to look at this card in the positive, but that does not mean that just because I like to look at this card in the positive, that it doesn't also have a negative connotation to it. However, if I look around at the other cards surrounding, the only one that gives me pause, of course, is the Tower card. So for some of you, that stagnation energy or that depression energy may be caused because of this Tower, okay? Now, this is in your foundation. That absolutely is a big message for you, Gemini. A Tower moment is a very big disruption to your life. It's a feeling of, that the carpet is being pulled out from underneath you. It feels as though what you have built your life upon is being torn down and rebuilt. Okay. Now, it can bring with it a lot of energy of sadness and scare and fear associated with it. At the same time, it is also one of those energies is if the sooner that you recognize what this Tower represents for you, the sooner you're able to rebuild your life from that. a lot of times when I see the tower moment, which I pulled the tower card right before I went on vacation and I fell. So yeah, I felt as though the rug was being pulled out from underneath me. It was completely unexpected. And yes, I did get hurt, but I'm healing. It will heal. It's all surface stuff. So what happens is if we're not paying attention to the things that spirit are wanting us to pay attention to, a lot of times something will come in and cause this disastrous energy to come in for us. So I don't know exactly what this is going to represent for you. This tower moment is one of those that is in your foundation. So it may feel as though you are going on a very fast ride during the month of July, that that you're going to be rebuilding some things in your life, and it could just represent just because you have that Four of Swords up there, it could represent the way that you some of your belief systems. It could be how you express, how you communicate, because up here these are your thoughts as to what's going on with you. And that Four of Swords is a card of needing rest, needing to recuperate, needing to recover. Um, the four is also about your stability and balance again. So we have two fours right immediately near one another. So it's kind of like re-emphasizing that energy. And this card is also really calling on you to really take better, good care of yourself. So please do some self-care, whatever that represents for you. Please take the time as much as you need to get yourself back into a healthy swing of things. This is also my card of, she's nesting here. And for me, even though this is definitely the four does represent kind of Gemini air energy, at the same time, it also represents the need to be able to nest. And nesting is really kind of an earth quality. Us Tauruses, Virgos, and Capricorns like to nest. They like to build their little nest. They like to feel comfortable in their own surroundings. So it could be that some of you are going to be doing some changes within your home to make it more comfortable for you this month. You might be downsizing. There's a bunch of things that this could associate with. Now, in your past, your immediate past, we had this moon card. And the moon card is that energy, again, major arcana. This is about mysterious past and things unknown. So there is mystery here. There is also fear associated with this card. And that fear may very well be tied into current events, what's going on planetarily. We've got the wars going on. We have got disruption everywhere. We have got fighting going on. We've got the United States being invaded by all these people coming over the border because of being invited, I should say, to come to the United States. And that really kind of upsets me because I think that there is a process that should be done, not just allow people to come over the border the way it's happened. But this is all about our subconscious thinking and our subconscious thought as well. So it could be that you're going to have a lot of dreams this month, that you should be journaling them so that you can understand the messages that Spirit's trying to share with you. And then we do have the coyote and the dog here, which do represent our basic animal instincts. So this card is really calling on you to use your intuition this month. You might have to use your intuition more this month than you probably have ever had to use it in terms of helping you navigate the waters coming up for you. But as this is in your past, I feel as though you're still working through some of this energy. So, as I said, it is going to represent something different for all of you. Now, the Hierophant has to do with your near future within the next couple of days. Now, for me, he is his own psychic guru. He is definitely in a blissful state here. He is tapping into his higher self. He is definitely working on his ascension path. And the Hierophant is about your own guidance and your own inner wisdom. So some of you may be really working on some personal spiritual development for yourselves. This is also my card of blessings. On the Rider-Waite deck, the Hierophant is, he looks kind of like a priest. He's got two guys that are kind of situated below him, and he has the ability to give them blessings. It isn't depicted that same way here in this deck. I feel as though he is blessing himself. He's bringing in his own information, his own energy. So what that is really telling me, Gemini, is that you really need to do that a lot for yourself coming up. You really need to be your own inner guide. You need to really tap into what your gut is telling you, what your intuition is telling you, what your heart is telling you. Balance all those areas. Use your discernment, use your sovereignty, right? Don't give up, don't stop, keep moving forward, because I feel as though you are mastering this quality. You are mastering the quality of really bringing in that higher energy for yourself. So that's a very beautiful card for you, Gemini. Now, as we go up the ladder, this is your distant future, the Page of Pentacles. Pages have to do with younger people, younger than us, younger than me, younger than you. The page also represents an individual who is, really learning about their physical security, how to build their wealth, what they need to do to possess a really good career, right? So that they can build a beautiful home life. Now, the page is also an opportunity for a new path or a new direction. And since this is Pentacles, some of you may be starting new jobs or starting a new career in a different direction than what you have currently have traveled before. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to make more money. This is an opportunity for you to really stretch yourself in a new way. Or if you have somebody new that is starting a job that you currently work at, you may be this person's mentor. You might be helping teach this person how to become very adept at their new role or at their role. And of course, because your manager or the person that you report into thinks so highly of you, they absolutely have confidence that you will train this person the way that they need to be acclimated to the procedures of your company, right? Now, if it doesn't resonate with any of those other things that I've just talked about, the other thing this could be talking about is messages. So the page is a messenger. The pages in tarot represent the person that the king would give his messages to or give tasks to, so that the page could learn how to implement and find ways to become helpful to the king, right? So in this situation, this could represent that some of you are waiting for confirmation of an opportunity in a new career job. Some of you could be waiting for messages in terms of your own physical health. Maybe you have had something come up for you and you're waiting for testing to come back so you know how to treat whatever it is that is happening. The other thing is it could also represent, some of you might be buying a new home, or you might be moving home and you're waiting for that confirmation that you have gotten, the rental agreement, you've gotten your mortgage, whatever it may be, right? So messages coming in, lots of communication, email, that type of a thing is possible with this card. Now, your closest relationships right now, it looks like this Three of Wands. Now, for me, the Three of Wands is represented of looking towards your future. You're looking at the things you've planted some seeds, you have are waiting for those to germinate, for those things to come to fruition. And right now, you're on the bank right here, looking out into the water, carrying your surfboard because you definitely want to go and adventure, and you are looking at for that perfect wave. Where should I go from here? What do I want to do now? Some of you may be looking at that for yourselves. Do I want to start a new project? Do I want to move? Do I want to move to another part of the country? Do I want to move out of the country? These are all those possibilities, right? So the wands represent inspiration, your creativity, intuition, passion, your motivations. And with her here, with this three, it's all about creativity, looking at things outside the box, adopting new points of view, and you're just looking at your options here. Your next card has to do with your future feelings. And this is a beautiful card. It's the World card. It is the last card of the major arcana. And the world is a beautiful ending, the perfect ending to a situation. This is about harmony and balance and feeling fulfilled. This is also about peace within yourself. This is about understanding conclusions. This is about spiritual awareness. This is really a card of saying that some very big things have come to an end for you. Now, that doesn't mean that you're done, one and done, right? This just means that you're going to have a new start, that you're going to start a new project, you're starting a new job, you're starting a new life somehow. And that other situation has come to the perfect ending. So maybe some of you are retiring. You could be retiring and you're going to be starting a new start because your final card comes in as the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is your lucky break. This is the balancing of the dark and the light energies. It feels as though you are standing on top of the world. She's got her lucky dice around her neck. The tarot wheel, the wheel is constantly turning for you. So if you have been feeling as though you have been in a lull, I feel as though this is going to be your pick me up. The wheel is definitely a card of evolution. It is an improvement to your situation. It is a new opportunity coming in for you. It is a major arcana, so it's going to be something big, major that you're really going to recognize. And you're going to feel like you're on top of the world with this energy. Now, the last thing about the wheel card is that it is a fast moving wheel. This is about your destiny and your fate, but this is also about um, uh, being ready to go. You have to be ready when the opportunities come in for you. Okay. Gemini, overall, it looks really good. I mean, the only disturbing portion of this reading has to do with the tower. I don't feel as though it is just Gemini that's being hit with the tower card. I feel as though it is really a collective kind of an energy. But as it is in your foundation here, I do feel as though something's going to come in and grab your attention. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is put myself on view, and we're going to pull your last few cards to finalize your reading. If you've made it this far, I'd really love it if you would like. If you're brand new, I would love for you to subscribe, please. And our first card is, I have to put on glasses, but I can't rest them actually on my nose. So your first card is medicine. So you're healing money blocks. So reprogram, open to receive. This is about the healing arts, and it's about shadow work. And it's funny because I did mention that some of you may be doing some shadow work with this moon card. Now, the thing about the moon is a lot of people have fear about going into that deep subconscious. But the thing is is we all go through the dark nights of the soul. We have many of them. It's not just a one and done. It's like layers of an onion. You're peeling back those layers and you're revealing brand new skin, right? You're revealing brand new aspects of yourself. You are really digging deep. And that's kind of what this card is representing and what this energy is saying for you. And then we have recycle. What's old is new again. Back to work. Could be an old job, but it's a new angle. So refurbish and resale. So I really like this card because I feel as though one person's junk is another person's treasure. I always have been a person to refurbish or repurpose things as much as possible. And the other thing about that is there is nothing wrong with going back to an old job because you're a completely different person. You're not that same person that was at that old job before. You have learned, you have grown, you have gotten new skill sets, whatever it may be. So don't look at it as though you're stepping backwards. Look at it as you are stepping into a new opportunity, and it's one that's a little bit more comfortable for you, like a hand, right? A glove that fits your hand, right? Okay, and then we have maturing, growing affluence, diversity, power, benefits, strength, gain, and authority. And look at that rack. Woo. So yeah, I really feel as though all through our process, that's what we do. We're maturing as we go. We are integrating, we're calibrating, we're releasing those things that no longer serve us. And we're allowing ourselves to see things in a completely different way than we may have previously, right? Okay, so now we're going to go into the life and career. Independence. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside your comfort zone. There you go, Gemini. Go for it. And then we have on the table, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Yeah, this is actually a great card. There is absolutely nothing wrong with asking for that recognition if it is not coming towards you. Now, the thing is you may be in a situation where you might have to defend your reasoning as to why you're asking for. So if you happen to be a person like me, whenever I would get accolades of any kind, I would put them in a folder. And at the end of the year, I would always make sure I brought those accolades out during the review time because they're forgotten during the year, right? So it's kind of that same type of a thing. So just make sure that you're ready for that discussion. Don't do it from a point of view of, oh, I deserve this, right? Do it because you have definitely made some progress within your job, or you might have been given additional resources or tasks that were outside of your outside of your job, and because somebody else left and now that has been given to you. So just build your case, and I think that you should be just fine. And then your last card is fast changes. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. So go with the flow. Okay. So I'm going to bring that up so you can read that. You can, let's see if I can get this any clearer. There we go. How's that? Okay, Gemini, that's what I've got for you for the month of July. It does look like a busy month for you. It does look like a lot of changes are coming in. You do have some beautiful cards, though, with the world and with the wheel. You have that lovers that represent you. Really step into your Hierophant energy, which is your own mastery, right? I really think that with this Tower card and with this Moon card, because the Moon is in the past, it could have been that this unknown tower was coming towards you. So whatever that represents for you, I wish you the very best through July, and I will be with you again very soon. So take care of you. Cheers.